Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name's DadIsOG and I'm going to be explaining to you guys what the arms do in Off the Grid, which ones do what and how to use them. Let's get into it. In your loadouts you can actually pick a left arm and a right arm, and these are the arms that you get. So starting off with the starter arm, doesn't actually do anything. It just allows you to run around with an arm that you can like use for holding your gun, etc. It can get shot off, but it doesn't do anything when you push the buttons. Like you've got your activations for left and right arms, it won't do anything until you swap it out for something. So the first arm is the ghost arm. This arm is like an invisibility cloak. When you shoot or use a weapon, it reveals you, so just bear that in mind. If you've got yourself cloaked, then you shoot your weapon, you're no longer cloaked. And it also makes you invisible to scanners, so any enemies that have got their scanners on that are scanning the area, if your invisibility cloak's activated, they won't see you. So next up we've got the paralyzer arm. This arm, when activated, it scans for enemies and loot. It fires EMPs at the same time, so you can disable cyberware. Limbs of any enemies, like whatever they've got equipped, will be disabled with an EMP. And it's very good if you're being pushed by a team, and that's pretty much all it does. Next up we have the buzz killer arm. Now this arm sends out a drone with a turret on it. If there's any enemies near it, it will shoot them and you will get kills from this. This is a really powerful thing to have on your arm. You can point to an area you want it to go to by using the activation button, and the drone will fly out to that activation area. The next limb we've got is the recon drone. It's basically a UAV, so it just will highlight enemies in the area around you and it will let your whole team know where they are. So it's a UAV. I don't know why they didn't call it a UAV, but it's called a recon drone, and that's all it does. It's pretty basic, but it's very helpful. Next up we got the slam fist. What this does is it launches you into the enemy with a really powerful punch that's OP. Now with this weapon, the longer you hold down the activation button, the more it charges up, so that when you release it and head into the enemy with a punch, the more damage it's going to do. So bear that in mind when you're using it. If you're just tapping it, it's just going to do a little bit of damage, but if you hold it up and let it boost punch, it's going to cause some damage. Okay, so this arm is the hook shot. It's basically like a Spider-Man grappling hook. Just fires it out, sticks to any surface, draws you in, pulls you in towards it. It's very handy, one that I like using a lot. It's very good for like getting over stuff, like if you're running from storm and you've got just loads of buildings and rocks in front of you and you need to get over them and get away from the storm. You can just like grapple up, and then you can use your redeploy your jetpack and just fly on by. So this next one's called the Ripper. It's a melee attack. It's a bit like the hammer fist, except this one you can actually jump in the air and come down and stab them mid-air, which you can't do with the other one. You have to be on the ground for it. So this one's really good. Like if you're shooting someone, your bullets run out, you just jump in the air, bosh, down on them, finish them off. That's why it's called the Ripper. Kinetic shield. Now this is basically a force field that goes around you, protects you from fire from the enemy, but it also absorbs all the energy from all the bullets and it charges up. And once it's fully charged, you can actually throw that energy back at the enemy and destroy them with it. So it's really handy if you're under attack, your squad split up and you're on your own, you've got like 2-3 people pushing you. Just put it around you, let them all fire at you, and then launch it at them. Boom, job done. Okay, so this next arm is a javelina. It's a guided missile launcher. So what you do is you activate it, then when your target locks onto an enemy, fire the missile. It won't miss. You don't have to keep watching it or anything. Once it's locked on, you launch it out. It's going to hit them. It has a recharge time, so watch out for that. And also, if you're in like a little small room or you've got obstacles in front of you and you fire it, it's literally going to hit them and blow up like an RPG, and it's just going to damage yourself. So do bear in mind that when using it. Next up we've got the Phosphor Fury. Now this arm, it fires out explosive darts, so wherever your crosshair is, when you activate it, it's going to fire a dart. It will either stick into a wall, it will lock onto an opponent, and it will blow up and fire will come out and sort of hang around for a bit. So it's good, like if you fire it on the ground around a squad, it's going to like cause damage to all of them. You can pinpoint it on one, you can fire it on a wall next to someone. fire's going to come out. It's going to like fizz around for a little bit, creating damage, a bit like the toxic gas. Really good thing to use. Okay, this next one is not one I use very often, but it's called a trip mine. It is what it says. It sets down a trap, like a mine that will come out of the ground when anyone gets in proximity of it. Now with this one, you can set one down and then you can set another one down, and it will put a line between them like a tripwire. That's why it's called a trip mine. So you can use it like one, or you can set down two or multiple. And it does create a lot of damage, but I don't really use it that much myself. But if that's what you want to do, then use the trip mine. Okay, this one's a favorite of mine. It's called the Slugger. It's like a tarmacy, gooey, oily substance that you just throw down. It puts like a big patch on the ground around the enemy. Anyone that runs into it, or even if you fire it at the enemy, it will literally put it down around them. They will be really slow and struggling to get out of it, which enables you to run around them and shoot them without them being able to like get away, basically. It's very, very handy, especially in the storm as well. Like imagine you're running out of storm, someone else is running out of storm, you lay that down, they're going to be stuck in storm, getting damaged and probably die. So really good to use for that. Lastly, we have the skunk paw. Now this is skunk being toxic smell that goes out into the atmosphere. It creates a green gas. It's kind of like a smoke screen as well, so it's like putting down a smoke bomb that's actually poisonous gas. Like being in the storm, it will affect anyone that touches it, including yourself. So if you throw it too close to you, you're going to be taking damage as well. You can hear that you're taking damage because you start coughing and spluttering, so you need to get out of there fast. But I would use it at distance mainly, like throwing it down on enemies, throwing it across. Don't throw it like if someone's right in front of you, because you're just going to be doing yourself an injury as well. Okay, so that is my explanation of what all 13 arms do, and 14 if you include the one that doesn't actually do anything that you first get. But yeah, that is what the arms do. Hope this video has helped you. Please like and subscribe to the video and help my channel out. There is a battle pass out at a minute for this game. You can get that. Ninja has his own skin. That's Ninja from Fortnite that we all love and know. And so you can get his skin right now. There's nothing else in there. That's the only content pack that I know of, which you can see on the screen right now. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and don't forget, if you subscribed, hit the notifications so you can see when I'm live next. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.